Hey guys, Brad here, and today's video is going to be about a jump starter that we got sent to us from a company that wanted us to do an honest review. We're not paid for this or anything like that. They just gave us this little jump starter, 1000 amp, and we're going to take a look at it. We're going to fill up a tire. The name brand on this is a JF EGWO. I don't know how you pronounce it. I don't know exactly how you say it, but that's what I'm going to call it. It's a 12-volt jump starter. It has a mini compressor inside. They say it can fill, 35 liters per minute, which would sort of amount to a 17-inch tire in 7 minutes. That's what they're stating. It weighs about 2.6 pounds, and it has a 15,000 milliamp hour power bank in here, which is pretty good. Now, as far as being able to jump start a car, they're saying if you're jump starting like a max, a 7-liter gas engine or a max 4-liter diesel engine. Now, basically what they're saying is a small battery, not a big car, small battery, this thing should be able to jump it. Now, if the battery's totally dead, totally frozen, this might not work and you might need the power of like another car. So just something to think about. But yeah, it's nice and compact. It does have a compressor on it. And it's got a LED light on here, which has 3 modes. Okay, we've got sort of a long standing light. There's a strobe light and there's an SOS light on here as well. There's also 2 USB ports on the front here. One is a 1 amp and the other is a 2.1 amp output. So lots of little bells and whistles. Let's take a look at what else they give us here, and then we'll take a closer look at the device. It all fits into this bag. This is an extension for filling up your tire. Okay, then we got our jumper cables here, which are fuse protect. Is it fuse protected? Looks like there could be a little fuse in here. And that just plugs into the unit itself. We've got a charging device right here. We've got the ability to plug into a cigarette lighter or power port in your car. And this, if your device is dead, you can plug it in with this into your car, and that will help. Let's say you need to pump up your tire, then you can power this unit to fill up the compressor to fill up your tire. And yeah, there's a little pocket on the outside here on both sides. It's got a strap, totally adjustable. So this is something, you just chuck under your seat, forget about it. Hope you never need to use it, but if you do, you've got it. Then in here, they're giving us, just gonna open this up. Looks like a few different attachments and a wire brush. Okay, so this piece here, we can fill up basketball, soccer balls, things like that. And then these attachments here will allow us to fill up, small blow-up toys like beach toys, things like that. And then this one here is just in a little adapter. All right. So on the bottom of the unit is where the actual air compressor hose is, and that screws on just like this. Okay, now you're good to go. Now to turn the unit on, there's an on button right here. So we press that. It's saying we've got 100% juice. So now to turn the air compressor on, we just flick this switch and we're good to go. So very, very easy to kind of fill this thing up, or fill up your tires, I mean. Let's actually take this extension off. And if we screw on one of these air tips, this would be for like filling up a beach ball or something. And we turn it on. It's not bad. You can feel the air coming out. I do think it's going to take a while to fill up a full, 17-inch tire, but we're going to give that a go. All right. Now you got your USBs here. This is your power port right here. So when you want to charge up the unit, and then if you want to boost a car battery, I'll just tuck this away. Oh, gotta screw this off. That. Okay. On the side here, this is the port for this. And this just slips in like so, and we're ready to boost. So you see they're not very long, okay? They probably should have made this negative cable a lot longer, because it's not always the best idea to attach to the negative pole on your battery. You always do positive first and then your negative, and typically you do the negative onto the frame of your vehicle. The reason you don't typically want to attach the negative to the battery is because if you have a really old crappy battery and it's giving off fumes, when you make that last connection, sometimes it sparks and batteries can explode. So that's why we've always been taught to attach the black second to the frame of the vehicle. Now I know there's a lot of guys out there that are going to disagree with me and say stuff, but guys, this is how you do it. I took diesel mechanics. I'm a pro. This is how you do it. So they should have made this black cord a lot longer. And, that's kind of too bad, but whatever. It will still get the job done. Most batteries are fine. It's just something to be really, really aware of when you're charging batteries or boosting. If you've never done it before, if the battery looks really bad, maybe don't even do it. Maybe get a professional in to do it, because you can blow up a battery. I've seen it. It's not pretty. So just be careful, okay? Back to the unit itself though, it is 1,000 amps, and overall I'm pretty impressed with it. Oh yeah, here's the lights. Let's take a look at the lights. So you press the on button, you press it again, so that's solid, and you press it again, it'll blink. This is the strobe, and you press it again, and actually that's the strobe. It's backwards. So that's on. That's SOS. And that's the strobe. All right? And we're still operating at 100%. So let's go outside and fill up a tire and see how long this thing takes. We're going to time it and see if we can fill up a tire in around 7 minutes. All right, guys, so we're going to pump up this trailer tire here. As you can see, it's totally flat. This one goes up to 50 Psi cold. So we're going to time it and see how long it takes to get this thing fully pumped. All right, and just lock that on. I'm going to pull out another phone here for a timer. And when I turn it on, we'll start this timer. So you flick it to, where is it? On this side here is your power. All right, guys, so just over 8 minutes to do 50 PSI on a tire, and we're full now, according to this tire. So let's go inside for some final thoughts. Okay, guys, so final thoughts on this little jump starter compressor light USB charger is not too shabby. It's warm, but it's not hot from doing that fill up. It took about 8 minutes and 18 seconds to fill up 50 PSI on a totally flat tire. And keep in mind that trailer tire that trailer was loaded. So it's a lot harder to fill up a loaded tire. You've just got that pressure, right? So that's why I wanted to do it on something that was loaded as opposed to just a tire on a table. Now, as far as battery life, we've got 25% left on that. So that gives you a little bit of an indication. If you had a tire that was, say, an 80 PSI, I don't know if this would make it with this just being charged and not plugged into anything. So keep that in mind. 50 PSI, no problem. It's pretty cold outside right now, so that might have helped keeping this thing a little bit cool. But overall, I think it's reliable. I think it's handy. You know, my only real problem with it, I guess, would be the shortness of the negative jumper cable. Otherwise, it's pretty handy, especially for the price. Being under about $100, I think it's something that if you had it in the back seat of your car, you would feel, you know, pretty confident that if you got a flat tire, you'd be okay to pump it up. And then, you know, as far as jumping goes, this says it'll do, you know, small car batteries. So there you go. It's another plus. And you can always charge up your phone if you need to make a emergency call to AMA or a tow truck or something like that. All right, guys. So that's my review. Please subscribe, hit that notify bell, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Make sure you leave a comment, especially if you've used this. If you have any questions or anything like that, yeah, just leave a comment down below. Till next time, keep on crushing it. Catch you later.